All right, looks like we got some people coming in now. Excellent. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Sam Paulette. I'm Vice President for Enrollment Management at Lakeland University. And on behalf of WACAC, I want to welcome everyone to this presentation today by Grand Canyon University. Excited to have them to share all the great things going on at their university. Just a couple of housekeeping notes. Make sure to familiarize yourself. I'm sure you guys are all used to Zoom by now, but this is a slightly different version. And to ask questions, you'll go to the Q&A button and ask questions, and there one of the members from GCU will either answer your question by asking it out loud or by messaging it to you as well. So your cameras and microphones are off. You cannot turn them on during this, so don't worry about that. This is being recorded, and you'll be able to see the recording at wacac.com in a few days. And you can sign up for more sessions as well. We've got 4 more days after tonight of sessions. So we'd really greatly appreciate you checking out some more of our presentations that we have for you. So with that, I will turn it over to our folks from GCU. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at GCU, Grand Canyon University. So happy that everybody could join us this evening. So first off, I want to welcome you to our WACAC presentation. Thanks again for being here. And so here at Grand Canyon University, we do things a little bit differently because here in admissions, we are actually your one-stop shop for everything admissions. So you will work with all of us here. With each one of you will have your own counselor, and we work with you with everything from admissions to financial aid and more. So you're not bouncing around to 5 different people, which is very cool. So here in Wisconsin, there's 3 of us. My name is Hannah Evancy, and I live in the Milwaukee area. So I work with students all the way up as close to almost to Cedarburg, all the way down to Racine and Kenosha, and some schools here in Milwaukee as well.
I'm Lucas Turner. I live here in Milwaukee as well. I went to GCU, and I work with students basically from Waukesha West up to the Twin Cities.
And I am Brianna Turner. I live in the Oostburg area, and I have pretty much, wherever Hannah doesn't, north. So kind of that area.
Awesome. So that is us 3 here in Wisconsin. And so some of the things that we're going to cover today includes student life. So one of the things that we're known for down at GCU is our community. So Bree's going to talk a little bit about that. Of course, the other thing that we're known for is our affordability. And so I believe Luke is going to talk about that. And then, of course, we're going to walk you through the next steps to apply and possibly take one of our GCU live tours. So really excited to talk about that today. So just a little background on GCU. We've been around for quite a long time. We are located in sunny Phoenix, Arizona, even though us as your counselors live here in Wisconsin. Our actual ground campus is in Phoenix, Arizona. And no, we're not located in the Grand Canyon. Believe it or not, we've had students ask us that before. So we are in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. We have over 150-degree programs, so we have something for everyone. We are a private Christian university, and again, one of the things we're known for is being affordable and attainable for everyone. We have no out-of-state tuition as well. So we are a large university. We're over 21,000 students, but even though we're a large school, we still have very small class sizes. So you can see there, our average class size is 20 students to one professor, which is really cool. So over half of our students graduate in 3.5 years or less, in comparison to the average for Wisconsin students. Normally it takes them 4.5 years or more. So important thing to note there. And then over half of our students at GCU are also from out of state. We have quite a large population of students from Wisconsin, Minnesota, and from the Midwest here. So we're gaining a lot of popularity in our area, which is neat. So next we want to show you guys a little video just with some cool areas on campus. It'll just show some of what student life looks like, what our community looks like, and without further ado, we'll go ahead and play that for you.
Students at Grand Canyon University have a rich and vibrant residence life community. There are events throughout the year to make friends, give back to the community, and just have fun. There are 19 living areas offering students amenities such as pools, laundry, fitness centers, indoor and outdoor common areas, and the choice between suites and apartment-style living. The apartments such as Roadrunner or Diamondback provide accommodations for 2 or 4 students. The majority of floor plans even provide students with their own bedroom. In the 4-person floor plan, apartment residents enjoy sharing a kitchen, living room, and 2 bathrooms. The residence hall suites, such as Ocotillo, provide accommodations for 4 or 6 students split between 2 bedrooms. The suites are fully furnished and provide each student their own bed, desk, and dresser. They also include bathrooms, closets, and a furnished living room. Either choice provides you with a safe and comfortable environment to study, live, and have the time of your life. Each living area at GCU is an intentional community that helps promote relationships, servant leadership, and self-awareness. There are students serving as resident assistants to act as a resource and foster community. There are also life leaders to lead Bible studies and provide spiritual counsel. Many living areas also have a resource called the Learning Lounge, where students can participate in study groups or receive assistance in a particular subject. In addition to all these great amenities in each building, living on campus means you're in walking distance of restaurants, coffee shops, athletic venues, and hundreds of events such as concerts, plays, and more. On-campus living at GCU is so much better than the residence hall experience at most universities. It's no wonder that over 2/3 of our students choose to live on our beautiful campus.
Sorry if that was a little choppy. Gotta love technology, but if you can find videos like that on YouTube if you just Google GCU campus.
Hey guys, it's Brianna Turner. So I'm going to go more into GCU's campus, and also, it spoke about community, and I'll go into that as well. So at GCU, community is important to us. Because of that, there's many things you can get involved in to really get plugged into our community. We have campus events, volunteer opportunities, chapels, athletic events, esports, and clubs. So we really do have a great community on campus, and we actually have one of our own students, Olivia, here to kind of talk about that. Right now, she's currently a sophomore at GCU. So Olivia, you want to kind of tell us like where you went to high school in Wisconsin, what you're involved in on campus, what a normal day at GCU kind of looks like, and what your favorite event, I guess, this past year was.
For sure. So I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I actually went to Notre Dame Academy, which is a smaller Catholic school in Green Bay. And then, gosh, what was the second question? I'm sorry.
What you're involved in on campus.
Okay, involved. Okay, I'm a big sports girl, so I love intramurals. I played intramural volleyball, basketball. I did spike ball for a little bit. I'm also in one of the ministries, the homeless ministry, which is super cool. I would highly recommend getting involved in one of those. A Spanish club, and I think that's covers most of them.
Yeah.
My favorite event at GCU, or what were you saying, Brianna?
No, that's good. Keep going.
Okay, my favorite event at GCU this past year was at one of the tournaments that I went to, it was at where the Suns play. I forgot the name. Walking stick. But I actually got tickets to meet Dan Marley at one of our home games. So I got to sit with him and talk to him before the game. And then we got front row seats to the basketball game, which is pretty sweet.
Cool.
Yeah. What was the last one, Brianna?
Thank you. Guess like what a normal day at GCU feels like. Like what does the community feel like to you?
Sure. Yeah. I love the GCU community. Everyone is so, so sweet. Whenever you walk into a door, there's always someone holding it for you. Just you can pretty much talk to anyone and make friends just in the food line. But yeah, I made one friend, I think it's the first week of school, just in line, and then we ate lunch together in my room, and we're still like really, really good friends to this day. And actually, I'm in Kansas right now. I'm driving to school. I moved in on Friday, and this is one of my friends I met in Spanish class on the first day of school at GCU.
Wow.
But yeah, it's so easy to make friends. Everyone's so kind.
Awesome. Thank you. So now the next one would be kind of about clubs. We have 90+ clubs on campus you can get involved in. Here's some examples and categories. We have the largest hosted chapter in the nation. Esports started 2 years ago, and it's actually now one of the largest clubs on campus. We have Young Life, Spike Ball. There's always new clubs being made, and you guys could possibly be someone who makes a new club. So you can take a picture of this if you want. If you want more information on our clubs, definitely reach out to one of us. We'd love to give you more information on that. Dorm life, we'll get into that. So the housing layouts, we have some pictures here. We have the layouts for the dorms and the apartments. For the dorms, you see the two different layouts. That would just be between the differences, the doubles and triples. So you have 3 in a bedroom or 2 in a bedroom. That layout, you have a little sink area and then a living room area, and then you have 2 bedrooms shared either between 2 or 3 of you. And like in the video, it stated you get a bed, a dresser, a desk, and a chair. You share 1 bathroom and 1 walk-in closet between 2 or 3 of you as well. The other side is the apartments. There's 2 different layouts. Majority of the apartments that you'll see are the ones like the bottom. There are 4 people in an apartment. You have your own bedroom. You get a bed and a desk, and that's it for these. But then you share a bathroom between 2 people. And then you have a kitchen and a living room in that. So that's that. We're ranked 6th best dorms in the nation on niche. And instead of me telling you how nice they are, Olivia, you want to kind of chime in? Like, how did the dorms compare to other schools you looked at? And did they make you feel comfortable?
Thanks, Bree. Yeah, I love the dorms at GCU. That's actually kind of one of the reasons why I picked it. Don't tell my mom that. But so basically, I looked at La Crosse and Stevens Point and a couple of schools in Madison, which I just found the dorms to be super, super tiny and not really fit to my space. I get kind of claustrophobic. So I was actually in a triple this past year, which I know some people are like, ooh, that's a lot of people, like 6 girls in one spot. But it's actually so, so fun. And I met some of my really good friends from that. Definitely a cheap route as well. But yeah, definitely nice having your own bathroom too. I know a lot of my friends have to share with everyone on their floor. Just kind of not great, but yeah.
Awesome, thank you. So for dining at GCU, we do things a bit different. Instead of a cafeteria that changes its meals, we have 30 different restaurants to choose from. So your student ID works kind of like a debit card to use at each of these. We have Chick-fil-A, which is my personal favorite. We have Taco Bell, Panda Express. We also have a lot of healthy choices you can kind of choose from, like Fresh Fusion, Harvest Kitchen. We have farmers markets. And don't worry, freshman 15 is really not a thing at GCU. All the many different food choices from, not so healthy to healthy. You will want to be outside, kind of walk everywhere. And then being involved on campus with our community, as well as our 6 fitness centers that you could hang out at.
All right, guys, I'm going to take us through athletics. So here at GCU, we know that athletics are just incredibly important. They build leadership qualities in our students, and also they're fun. They build community on campus. So we have 3 different levels. The D1, NCAA, we've got club sports and intramurals. We know that not everybody gets the awesome opportunity to be a D1 athlete, but that means, I mean, we don't want you to have to, hang up your skates because of that. So our club sports, we actually have the highest funded club sports program in the country. We have over 30 club sports. Esports is the largest one, but we have the picture here. Our lacrosse team is national competitors each year. They brought home a couple of national titles. Our golf team has brought home national titles, and our baseball team has been right there as well. So you can still compete at a high level and play club sports at GCU. Then we do also have intramurals, like Olivia was saying. Over 8,000 students participated last year. They're wild, they're crazy. You can do anything from like the A division men's 3v3 basketball all the way down to like co-ed beach volleyball and just hang out with your friends. So there's a level for everybody. It's really inclusive. Also, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about our GCU Havocs section. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are fans of being super fans at your local high schools. We have that, but to a whole different level at GCU. Our basketball student section was ranked the top student section in all of the country last year. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we played Louisville when Donovan Mitchell was there, and this is what he had to say about our environment. It's the craziest place I've ever had to play. Our student section is going wild 100% of the game. They've got their little routine down and everything. And that's not just for men's basketball. So I played on our volleyball team for 4 years, and they came and made our volleyball environment wild. We were top 5 in attendance in the country for men's volleyball. So that's kind of a cool little nugget there. Our students are very supportive of our sports, and it's not just the big name sports. They're there for everything. But we've said a lot of things about kind of the environment and everything, but I know you guys want to learn about the academics as well. So all of our curriculum is built out with professional advisory boards. So that's local professionals working in these Fortune 500 companies and in the industries that come back and show us and tell us what they want out of what they're looking for to hire in their recent grads. So all of our curriculum is built out to prepare our students for the industry that they're going into. We also have LOPES learning labs, L3s is what we call them, for different majors. Like one of the coolest ones in my opinion is our cadaver lab. So these L3s are going to help our students get hands-on real world experience throughout their degree. The cadaver lab, we have 18 cadavers, which are dead bodies who they've donated their bodies to science. We have that on campus for our undergraduate pre-med students. So they're actually dissecting human bodies as early as their freshman year. That's something that's normally reserved for grad school. So that's a big differentiator. You get that hands-on experience since almost day one. And it really sets our pre-med students apart when they're applying to grad schools. So all of our professors, so we are a teaching university, not research. So they are there to teach our students. They're not there to, further their career and have a TA teach the course and, they just get the credit. None of our courses are taught by TAs. It's all professors. They all have years of industry experience. And like Hannah said earlier, our class sizes are small. You're going to get to know your professors. Also, they're all required to have 15 hours of office hours each week. And that's just one-on-one time where you can go, they have their door open and you can go and get help with anything that you need help with. I know personally, I still have 3 or 4 of my professors' personal phone numbers in my phone that I can reach out at any time. They are there for you. Use them, network with them. They are experts. They've been in the field forever. They know what they're talking about. I've definitely gained from connecting with my professors. And I guess to talk a little bit more about that, since we have Olivia on the line, so you can hear it from a student. Olivia, like, who is your favorite professor? What is that experience like? What's kind of the dynamic between you and the professors?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Lucas. That's something I was kind of nervous about, actually. I came from a school that was probably like 10 people to a teacher or 20 people to a teacher. So I wasn't really feeling the greatest about having bigger classes. So going in, it kind of was overwhelming just seeing everyone in the classroom, but the teachers really do want to get to know every single individual. And like Lucas said, going to those office hours are key, just getting to know your professors. And if you need help on anything, they're seriously so kind and will help you. I know I brought my papers to my English professor to reread, and that way too, you're getting a better grade. So it's kind of a win-win, but yeah.
All right. So yeah, at GCU, you're going to hear start strong, finish strong. Uh-oh. Scrolled right past that. So we want you to honestly start very strong in your program and finish strong. It starts with us as your admissions counselor. Like Hannah said, we're here in Wisconsin. We're your one-stop shop. We're here to walk you through this, crazy, weird college admissions process. We're going to pass you off to your student services counselors on campus. They're going to do the same thing, help you create your schedules, make sure you're on time and everything. Then we've got our Academic and Career Excellence Center. So that's our ACE Center. They're going to help you with everything ranging from the LOPES tutors that we have, which is free tutoring on campus, peer-to-peer. So they're students that have gone through the courses you've gone through or you're going through now. They've gotten an A or better on it, and they're there to be a resource for you. Then also the Career Excellence Center is going to help you create your resumes and do mock interviews for when you're applying for internships and stuff like that. And we also have a career board and internship board with companies coming to us saying, hey, we need to hire for this position. Can you post this? So they're going to connect you with all of that stuff and get you that experience later on in your program. We also have a nerd herd, which is kind of like a geek squad, if you will. So if your computer's malfunctioning, if you can't figure out how to download your e-textbooks, stuff like that, you just take your stuff into them and they fix it for free. So that's a great thing. But then affordability. So here at GCU, our merit scholarships go based on this chart. So our scholarships go based on your high school GPA or your SAT or your ACT. So whatever's highest on one of these lists, we're going to lock you into that scholarship for all 4 years. So let's say you had a 3.75 GPA, but you had a 31 on the ACT. Instead of giving you the provost one, we're going to bump you up to that president level. So it's whatever one's highest. So you can go ahead and, kind of do a little mental math on where you think you're at and where your scholarship might be. We do have additional scholarships as well on top of this, but this is just the merit-based one that we want to go over today.
Luke, could you say that one more time, the either or part, just because I feel like that's super important.
So our scholarships go based on your high school GPA, which can be weighted, or your SAT or your ACT, whichever is highest. So whichever is highest on here, that's the scholarship you're going to get. So here's just a really rudimentary estimated budget sheet for you guys. So our tuition is $16,500. We don't have any out-of-state tuition, and we haven't raised tuition in the last 12 years. So not a lot of people can say that. Room and board average $6,700. Textbook and fees just like $1,740. So this merit scholarship, this is where I was gonna, based on this last table here, you can plug in your merit scholarship here. We also do have school partnership scholarships, which we can go in on a more individual basis. And we also have priority registration scholarships, all these other scholarships on top of this, but we just want to keep it simple here. But like Hannah said, over 2/3 of our students actually graduate in 3.5 years or less. That's a big push for us. I could have graduated early if I wasn't playing volleyball. Bree actually graduated in 3 years, not 3.5. So when looking at the cost of a program, you want to look at not just the yearly cost, but also how long is it going to take me to finish the program? What's my total program cost? So over here, if we're looking at without the school partnership scholarship, $18,540 times 3.5 years, about $65,000 for a program here. here in the state of Wisconsin, if you went to a state school, I think I just used La Crosse's numbers for this year on this one. Yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit less per year, but also graduation time can be 4.5 years based on the credit scale model that they use, and that can actually bump it up over the price of going out of state and coming down to GCU. So that's something to be just to consider when you're looking at all different schools. But yeah, just kind of to wrap up here, we just want you to start strong, finish strong. We want you to graduate early. We want you to have low student debt. Our average student debt is lower than the national average by quite a bit. A home away from home, our community on campus is really going to make you feel like you're not too far away, you know, and then all of our programs are built out with real world experience. But here's Hannah to tell you kind of about what your next steps are if you're interested in GCU.
Awesome, Luke. Thank you. So yeah, if you're wondering where do I start, the first step is going to be filling out your free application for admissions to GCU. And if you want to take out your phones and take a snapshot of the screen right now, that is the application website or web page. You can find it on our webpage as well at gcu.edu. It is free. There is no application fee. So even if you're not sure if you want to go to GCU yet and you want to see if you can become accepted, go ahead and fill out the free application. There is no essay portion, and it'll take you around 20 minutes to do. So go ahead and fill that out. We're going to ask you for your transcripts or your ACT scores, and we can pretty much give you an answer very quickly on whether or not you are accepted. And then one of the other things that we're offering this year is our GCU live campus tours. So obviously with everything going on, it's a little bit difficult to go visit some of the colleges that you're looking at, and GCU offers these live tours via the Zoom technology, where we have our student tour guides showing you around campus, and you can do that, you know, sitting at home on your couch or during your lunch break at school. So we would love for you and maybe your parents to come check that out to see if GCU is an option for you. So in order to set those up, you do need to get in touch with us, one of us three. Obviously, filling out an application and submitting that is the quickest way to do that, because we do get your information fairly quickly once you've submitted your application. Otherwise, if you want to take your phones out again and take another snapshot of the screen there, and you can email or call one of us, and we are happy to set up one of those live tours for you, or set up a phone call and answer any questions that you might have. And then, of course, some of the other ways to look into GCU and follow us and see what's going on at GCU is through all of our social media outlets. All right, awesome. So now we're just going to open it up to questions. So if anybody on the call right now has any questions, you can bring up the chat box there and type it in, and we'll answer any questions that you might have. I'm not seeing anything quite yet. Luke, are you seeing anything?
Nope, I answered a couple along the way. But while we got some extra time, we'll keep waiting on questions, but we'll do kind of just like an open panel with Olivia. So,
oh, awesome. Good idea.
The student we have here. But Olivia, what really made you choose GCU? What was the selling point for you? What was kind of your walk through that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like I said, I did tour a lot of schools, and I actually have family that lives in Arizona, so that's kind of why I was looking out there in the first place. But kind of once I stepped foot on campus, I was not really feeling it. I'd been to Christian school for my entire life, and I was like, I'm ready to move on to bigger things, you know. But just the atmosphere, like right when you step on campus, everyone is just so welcoming, and there's pools, palm trees. Like, how can you not love that? That's just at a first glance. And then, of course, like academics are so good. I'm a communications major with a Spanish minor, so they had my program. The living area is super great, like your own bathroom that you only share with 1 or 2 people. So good. But yeah, and just so much to get involved in. And Phoenix is just a great area, just to find things to do, hiking, outdoor stuff. That's my thing. So that's why I really love it. But yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to ask as well, what is your favorite thing to do off campus? Like, what have you gone and explored? Because Phoenix is such a central hub. Yeah, what have you gone and done?
Sure. So I'm a big hiker and I love doing outside things. So actually one of my favorite clubs I forgot to mention is Outdoor Rec Club. And there's so many things you can get involved in. I'm not sure exactly what this year's going to look like for that, but I did a couple of hikes through them, and it's a great way to meet people as well that are, have the same interests as you. But my favorite thing to do off campus is probably Piestewa Peak is the hike. It's super, super brutal when you're doing it, but once you get to the top, it's like the panoramic view, it's totally worth it. And but yeah, I think that's probably my favorite thing.
Nice. Anna or Bree, do you have any questions for Olivia?
I think she kind of touched on it. You asked some good questions and throughout the presentation too, so.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I think it's one thing for the students right now to hear it from us, but to actually hear it from a student that goes to GCU, I think it's super helpful.
Totally. Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. And if you guys need anything, reach out to me. You can talk to Hannah, Lucas, or Bree, and they can let me know, and I can answer some questions too. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm going to go ahead and share the screen one more time so that everybody can see our contact information. So the email is going to be the best way to get a hold of us. That goes directly to us, and we'll get back to you very quickly during the weekdays. And then, yeah, if you guys have already filled out an application, you might have received an email from us already or a phone call. But if you haven't, definitely go and apply. Like Hannah said, takes 20 minutes. You guys could be doing it right now, and then ask us questions live, honestly, if you wanted to. But it's very easy.
Thing too. Oh, I'm sorry, Luke. Go ahead.
Go for it,
I interrupted you. I'm just so excited about about getting to talk to everybody. Well, the other thing I was going to mention is you know, even if GCU may not seem like it's the best fit for you, maybe you know somebody, you know, a friend from school that is interested in GCU that you're like, hey, you know, I guess maybe moving out of state isn't going to be the best fit for me, but it might be a great fit for someone else. Please feel free to share the information with that person or people. We have I think the biggest way that GCU has spread the word is just by word of mouth here. So, so yeah, just wanted to add that in there.
Awesome. All right. Sam, you want to take back over?
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate your time tonight. I'll share just one quick sign-off note here. So after attending today, again, thank you so much for spending your evening learning about Grand Canyon University tonight. And on behalf of WACAC, Wisconsin Association for College Admissions Counseling, sincerely thank you for supporting this event. You'll receive a 4-question survey really quick after you close this window. So please take the time to fill that out. It really helps us and StriveScan. And we hope to see more for more WACAC sessions this week. So again, go to wacac.com. We've got a couple great ones coming up for the rest of the week. So again, thank you very much. And if you didn't miss the beginning of this or had to jump off, please check out the recording again on wacac.com. So thank you very much, and you guys have a great evening. Talk to you soon.